everybody! Welcome back to Paperwork Pantheon! My name is Offbeat Outlaw. I am your dungeon master. I use he, they pronouns. And this is my lovely, lovely crew. It's been 2 weeks because I got COVID. And then, in case y'all are unaware, I'm a Canadian. And we have this internet service provider. Their name is Rogers. And guess what?
Boo, tomato.
Boo, tomato, indeed. Fucking sucks. So if you guys just want to, like, tweet at Rogers, actually don't do this, but, like, also maybe tell them to go fuck themselves. For creating a monopoly and then not providing a service. What are you doing? Anyway, that's my rant, but we're back now. We're here, and the gang is all here. And the gang should go around and introduce themselves by telling us their names, their characters' names, their pronouns, characters' pronouns, and also what your classes are. I realize that I know, but nobody else necessarily does. So, starting with Amelia, go for it.
Hi, my name is Amelia Som. You can use, I don't know, pick pronouns, whichever ones you think are funky fresh. I play Aze, who is a variant Eladrin, level 14, Blade Singer, level 3, Artificer, some kind of battle kind of thing, level 3, Fighter, I don't know. There's too many characters. Echo Knight. I got it. I know my character. And you can find me most places at links.ameliasom. No, you can find me most places at ameliasom or by going to links.ameliasom.com. It's been a cool minute.
It's been a minute. Brooke.
Hello, my name is Brooklyn Tuesday. My pronouns are she, they, and I am playing Viari, the god of mistakes. Their pronouns are...
Oh, I'm out of time. I'm out of time. Pretend I said that earlier.
We got a what?
I said I'm the god of time. Pretend I said that earlier.
Oh. And their pronouns were signed away in a contract, so use whatever you'd like with them. You can find me mostly on TikTok and Instagram, and I feel like there was something. Oh, levels. 17 Genie Warlock, 3 Echo Knight Fighter, and that is it.
Crispy. Gray.
Hi everybody, my name is Patrick Keith. My pronouns are he, they. I am playing Fatal Lock, god of hot girl stomach problems, and also last chances. Their pronouns are they, them, and their levels are 3 levels in some kind of bard.
Eloquence?
I had it. It was right there, and now it's gone.
Bard?
Eloquence bard. Yep, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. We're almost positive. And 17 levels in Chronology Wizard. And that's it.
Excellent.
For this one.
And Danny.
What's up? I'm Danny. I'm playing a skeleton, a little skelly boy. He's currently a bitch. Fucking
That's not even true.
7 paladin, 3 fighters, 6 sorcerer, 4 warlock. There you go. That's what Godfried is today, everybody.
And pronouns?
Oh, skelly he, skelly him pronouns.
Our token straight.
I'm a cis skeleton!
You're the skeletons the archaeologist warned us about.
Yeah.
I've returned!
Oh no. As AJ put in the chat, it was International NB Awareness Day. I wasn't aware.
I was. No, you're no longer. You get your
We weren't
name
aware.
revoked.
Everybody else was aware of.
I was only aware because of Twitter, and specifically you guys.
I
on
was
Twitter.
aware because I do social media for my job, so I put a little post because no one can stop me from putting gay shit on our social media.
That's the gay agenda, I forgot. But yes, where we last left off with the gang. The gang was busy in the middle of trying to stage a large-scale economic overturn via the power of rocks and about 15,000 Viaris versus 15,000 hotties by the name of Z's. Z's is a hot boy. Z's is also just causing problems, but...
Hot is subjective.
I'd just like to interject and clarify something. The way that you phrased that implied that Viari isn't hot, and I would just like this to be corrected.
Viari is also attractive, okay?
That we are not hot.
But in the middle of the night, sometimes the God of Luck gets bored, as is her wont, frankly, and decided to quickly abduct Godfried and Viari from their mission to throw them into a fight to the death against one of the gods of war, that being bloodshed.
That's my mom.
That's
my mom.
That's
That's my
That's
mom.
not your
No,
mom.
Luck is my mom.
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
Yeah.
Your mom's the abductor.
My mom's the abductor. And you're fighting Godfried's mom. Have fun.
Over.
And but yeah, Ace and Feta, they weren't really present for the initial part of the dream. They are in the stands. They have been watching this fight the whole time, and frankly, we will get to what their thoughts are after I reestablish the scene. Bloodshed, god of blood, god of murderous
Out
intent,
of shed.
god of shed.
God of sheds.
She, with long, literally a waterfall of blood for hair that has swamped the entire field. A blade made of hardened blood. Everything's blood. Everything's red. It's just there's so much red everywhere. Vaguely looking like Melania, who is truly. I've spent 35 hours trying to parry run her. She's my wife now. That's how it works, I think.
Like when penguins dance and give someone a rock.
Except it's murder. But yeah, it's going. Viari and Godfried have managed to make it through the initial stage and gotten to the mythic action of bloodshed. The initiative order is Viari, bloodshed, lair action, Godfried. And it's looking very, very close. And at this point in time,
Yay.
That's a nice way of putting it.
Mm.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
in the stands, Theta, A's, you two are both been watching this. There's been slashes. You've watched as Godfried have bled. You've seen Viari's simulacrum be eviscerated and turned to shreds. Bloodshed cackling the entire time as she slashes through everything in her path into ribbons. What are your guys' thoughts currently?
Jesus fucking Christ! I don't even know who that is, but I'm gonna use their name as an epithet. This is rough. He looks over to Faye, to A's. All right.
Ace is just like watching intently, like it's insane. Shit's wild.
Mm-hmm.
At this point in time, Luck appears beside you. You guys want to know on the bets?
Jesus Christ! Oh,
Sorry.
Faye! Oh.
You guys want to know on the bets?
Oh.
You see at this point, Luck has her entire gray hoodie is stuffed with cash. She's made so much money tonight already. It's been pretty great, honestly.
It's like, buy so many snacks
Yeah.
with those.
If you guys want in on the bets, you can bet against or for them. It's looking pretty even right now. Don't listen to those guys. They're pretty convinced that Bloodshed's going to win, but I have got a little bit of insider knowledge. What do you guys think?
I think that there's no future where I bet against my friends that turns out well for me.
That's probably wise. What are you betting? You can bet your resources.
He's just making a good choice.
Spell slots, action surges. What are you spending? Theta?
Theta surreptitiously reaches into their pocket and pulls out a coin. And it's just like, Ace, you're a very good friend. But I haven't gotten to do anything very funny in a while.
Tails for us.
What is it?
All right, I guess we're betting for him.
Yeah!
It was tails.
All right. So
It's
how
funny that you called it afterwards.
I can't see it.
Yeah.
That's fair enough. So how this works, just in case, Amelia, I know you haven't interacted with this part of the game yet, but you can bet your resources for the next day. If your bet is successful, you get that resource back as well as what you bet. So if you bet a 5th level spell slot, you would get an extra spell slot for the next day. If you bet 2, you get 2 extra. If your bet fails, you don't have those resources for the next day. It's not a long rest thing. It's not a short rest thing. It's for the day. It's till you.
So, am I correct in remembering that Brooke bet one single first level spell slot?
1 5th level
No,
spell
it's
slot.
5th level.
One fifth level spell slot?
Yes.
So for me, that's more significant than someone else doing.
Yeah, that's
like,
a quarter
one.
of that's a
Because
quarter
that's-
of their spell
Yeah.
slots. In all fairness.
Yeah. I will, in a gesture of faith in my friends, I will match Viari's bet.
A 5th?
A fifth and 2 firsts. I'll raise
All right.
2 firsts.
A's. I'm just writing this down. 5th, 2 firsts.
Because I love my friends and I want them to do good.
All right.
I want them to be
Gotcha,
less
A's.
mad at me.
Theta, what are they betting?
Theta is going to bet, because I can use this to shut things down too. So I'm going to bet 2 bardic inspirations.
All right.
Ooh.
All
'Cause
right.
so you win, and I can just keep shutting things down on the battlefield.
2
Oh,
bardic.
Just
yeah.
saying.
All right. Are these bets locked in?
Yes.
All right.
Wait. Yes.
you watch as these abilities manifest into these little coins, and Luck takes them delicately and puts them into a special envelope. I'll
It's
hold on
just
to
their
these.
boobs.
I'll hold on to these. Enjoy the festivities. And with a
I need
flash,
to get you like a money pouch or something.
Luck is gone. On the battlefield. Here's what I remember and what I wrote down. Viari, you are 10 feet away from bloodshed. 10 feet to, if this was in the compass directions, 10 feet to the east. Gottfried, I remember you moved back out of range.
I did.
You moved 20 feet away from bloodshed, back into the left in a southwesternly fashion.
Yes.
All right. Bloodshed is in between you. It's very tense. You notice that this mist has begun flowing up from the ground below her. You notice that there's almost these bloody tears are now streaking down the side of her face. The blood that is on her blade seems sharper. It seems to almost resonate around with the air. Viari, it is your turn.
Do we want to run through the plan real quick?
Go through the plan.
All right.
Oh.
So, we have discussed this in our time away. Danny.
That's me.
We're gonna. So I'm up first. So I'm doing limited wish to mass cure wounds to get rid of these stacks of bleed, and
Yep.
then I'm going to use my bonus action to get my echo on top of her, so that if she tries to maneuver, I can use my reaction to re-maneuver her with Eldritch Blast and the push and pull ability, so that she
Okay.
can't line us up for something big. But this is going to mean that I'm not really doing a whole lot of damage on my turn.
That's
and
fine.
you were going to do death. Right?
Yeah, on my action, I'm going to multi-attack, Divine Smite, the rest of my spell slots, basically. And then bonus action, start death, and then with my reaction, activate death.
Yeah, and I
So
think
then
the
make her
plan
expend
was,
all of her spell slots. So
and the plan was whatever we do, we need to make sure that we're not lined up for a big attack.
listen, at this point, risk it for the biscuit. Godfrey's gonna hit his mom.
All right.
I feel that. Just don't line yourself up for a big attack. All right. So my
Take
turn.
us away. Take us away, Viari.
Amazing. I am going to limited wish to upcast Cure Wounds at 6th level. Now, Cure Wounds is Mass Cure Wounds is normally a 5th level spell, so I'm rolling an extra D8 for this. So that's going to be 4d8 plus my spell casting
Modifier.
ability modifier, which, you know what, I can just do this in D&D Beyond. try to get rid of some stacks of bleed. So that's going to be 17 plus 5 is 22. So we both heal 22 points of damage and get rid of our stacks of bleed.
Nice.
That's then I'm then going to use my bonus action to put my echo on top of her, like literally above her head. Because you said it's fixed in the air.
Yep.
I guess.
Yep.
Okay. Cool.
You're moving 3 dimensions.
And then I think we agreed. Now, just want to confirm this part. I'm not moving. I'm staying within 10 feet of her, aren't I? Was that? We talked about this off beat.
You do you, Queen.
We had time to run through the plan before the fight. It's all or nothing
Okay.
now.
I'm gonna stay where I am and risk it.
All right.
Biscuit for the biscuit.
Legendary.
For the
Alright.
biscuit!
All right, you stay as you end your turn within 10 feet. The following happens. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. The mist around you, you feel it begin to eviscerate at your skin.
Okay.
It works its way into your lungs, into your flesh. It hurts in a
26.
new way. 26? Excellent. You managed to make the save. However, the following still happens. I need you to roll one of your hit dice.
Okay.
Tell me what number you
that-
get. Don't add your con mod.
Okay. 6.
6? All right. You get 6 stacks of bleed, and that hit dice is expended. If you had failed, you would have had to roll 2 hit dice.
Okay. All
Next,
right.
legendary action. Bloodshed is going to. I am now in a gambit that I do not like. This is
Queen's Gambit.
This is the Ghost Lance Gambit.
Oh, same.
POV, you get caught in the Ghostlands Gambit like a fool.
Like a fool. Okay.
Like an absolute buffoon, the candlestick of a human. You've been
Danny,
caught in the
let's-
Ghostlands Gambit.
Danny, stop provoking them because we discussed this and they helped me like settle on this as the solution. So like,
All right.
Oh,
the rim
they are a
was helpful,
candlestick.
yeah.
I am going to. Bloodshed is going to look at you, Viari, look at the Echo, and then look at Godfried, who is very wounded. And she is going to sprint at God. Is going to use their legendary action to do their sprint attack, provoking an opportunity attack.
Mother, no!
So, as she's heading towards Godfried, now I was 10 foot east. Which direction was Godfried? Sorry.
Southwest, with
Okay.
got Bloodshed in the center. The Echo procs
Okay,
the opportunity attack and points at you, readying you for the attack.
I am going to roll. I'm going to Eldritch Blast. And when I Eldritch Blast, I'm going to try to remaneuver her with the what's-its. So.
Thank you, Alexandria, for the donation. That was really kind.
Yeah, Alexandria!
I'm not used to getting donos on YouTube, okay? It's weird.
What are you doing?
I'm used to just YouTube sending me a check.
Ooh, one of those is a natural 20. One of those is a nat 1. One of
Okay.
those is a natural 20, though.
I don't do anything with that
So,
ones. They just miss.
yeah, that's going to be 29 and 21. I don't actually remember her AC. Was it 22? Was her AC?
Let me go back and check. It's on a different page. It was 22.
Okay, yeah, so 2 of those hit. One of those is a crit.
Okay.
And then 2 of those miss.
Okay.
And so I am going to pull her back 10 feet
All right.
with one of those hits so that it's going to expend some of her movement. You look way too pleased about this.
It's so cool.
And then... Okay. That's going to be... Oh, sorry, there was an additional die because it was a crit. So that was 9 plus... 4, so 13 plus 10 for Agonizing Blast is 23. Plus, am I within Spirit Shroud range?
Yes, you are.
Oh, okay, so sorry. I will roll that too. So 23 plus. My brain's all over the
give
place. I
us
should have
the
rolled
big
all of this at
numbers.
once. 26.
You
That's
should've.
going to be
You got this.
59? No. Listen, I am dumb. I need people to know that.
Why don't you roll all the
Um,
dice again, maybe?
49. It's 49. It's
49 damage? Alright.
Yes.
Nice.
I can't maths.
There are worse crimes in the world.
Please forgive me. Dear
So,
Lord.
This is
You
what I have
Eldritch
to
Blast and you
calculate.
yank
And like
Bloodshed back
lasso her back.
as she
Nice.
goes to dash at Godfried. She looks so fuming mad. It is now her turn.
Please don't.
With like a mouthful of like mini fried snakes
Yeah.
that Feta just has like a bucket of like.
You hear roars from the crowd as everyone is mad as fuck. Bloodshed. Okay. Okay.
Mother, please.
With
I'm about to get hit.
yeah, you're about to get hit a lot. How many stacks
makes
of
you
bleed
think
do you
that?
currently have, Brooke?
None
6.
because we. Oh no, you're right. I thought none
6.
because of the.
Okay. Here's what's gonna happen. Bloodshed is going to realize Godfried is out of range. And this ability requires her to use her movement and can stay in place. I don't have enough movement to get to Godfried. This is actually really annoying. I didn't realize this would work. I thought you fuck it up.
You thought I'd push her closer or something?
I was hoping you'd miss. Okay. What she is
You
going to do,
buffoon! You candlestick!
what she is going to do, she's going to take her sword, she's going to point it at you, and she's going to lunge and strike. This is a different strike than you've seen before. As she leaps at you, these blades slash in an arc and almost thrust through you. I need you to make a dexterity. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Can it be charisma?
That's really interesting. No.
That was a nat 1, so that's a total of 3.
You are so impressed by the pulling in that you don't realize that you gave her momentum to lash around and thrash you. The following happens. Roll your current blood stacks and take damage.
Okay.
I rolled 2d10.
It's 23. I'm gonna have to make a concentration check.
It's a DC 11.
Okay.
How is A's feeling throughout all of this, watching this go down here in the crowd?
Yeah, I succeed. I got 18.
Aze is kind of nervous because of betting the spell slot, but also is just happy to be part of a team thing with their friends.
I
And their
see.
friends not being mad at them right now because they're too busy fighting.
Okay.
For our lives.
But it's still just like, at this point watching this, Aze is just holding the bag of fantasy Takis and like not eating, just dead set staring to see what happens.
All right. You then take double your blood stacks. You're now at 12.
Okay.
And add an additional 12 because I rolled 2d10. And
Ooh.
I added that to your stats.
Ow!
That's a lot of blood.
24?
Yup.
The lair action's gonna double that if I fail.
Yup. Lair action. You watch as she once again rams her sword into the ground. Godfried, you're just watching this almost single-hearted attack against Viari at this point because you have no blood stacks.
We're still getting ice cream after this, right, Mom?
Oh, of course, sweetie.
Awesome, thank you.
Constitution saving throw, please, Viari.
Okay.
What flavor do you like, Godfried?
I love, like, have you ever had, like, peppermint?
19.
Oh,
I
I'm-
love peppermint.
I love
Like
peppermint
with-
too.
Like, with peppermint
19.
chunks in it that are frozen so you can, like, crunch through them.
Yeah,
Viari,
yeah,
you're doing
yeah.
great, sweetie.
You're doing great.
19.
Good luck.
Double your blood stacks, please.
How many blood stacks do you have?
48. That's 48. If these go off, I'm pretty screwed.
Can you heal, please?
I've got no healing, but
Aw.
that was it. That was what I did before. Was it? But we got this.
Alrighty. Godfried, your
It's
turn.
me, Mario.
All right, here we go.
Godfrey, you got this.
All right, how far away are they right now?
20 feet.
Oh, perfect. All right. I'll use my action. I'll use my movement to run up to them, and I'll use my main action to attack with my multi-attack. I'll be swinging with my hex blade.
Mhm.
So I'll swing at that initially first. Let me get my dice out. All right, here we go. All right, first attack. That is 13 plus 16. That's a 29.
29 hits.
Cool. All right. We'll
Roll
start
it.
rolling damage.
Roll your second
All right.
attack first. Roll your second attack first,
Okay.
and we'll calculate damage at the end.
Here we
Just for
go.
speed things
Do you
up.
have healing?
Not a lot. That's an 8 plus 16. So that's gonna be what?
24.
Thank you.
Those both hit. Now roll all your
Cool.
damage at once.
All right, here we go. So Hexblade is gonna go off first. We're gonna roll. I'll just roll both of them at the same time. Or sorry, Shadow Blade, not Hexblade.
Yeah,
so that's gonna be 8d8. I'll just roll those.
Yep.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cool. That is gonna be 43 psychic damage, and then on top of that, I'm gonna Divine Smite.
All right.
So that's gonna be let's see what spell slots I have left. I only have 3rd level spell slots left, so that's gonna be
48.
48. Thank you. So that'll be another 8d8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
What level paladin are you?
I'm level 7.
Okay.
So that'll be 49. On top of that, that'll be radiant damage for my
Excellent.
main action. So that's
Made it.
Okay. Here's the big bucks.
all right. Bonus action.
Throw some healing at Viari! Stop her!
No. This is the only way to win this. Ada, respectfully, no.
Godfrey screams like, "You shut the fuck up, man!"
Using my last
Alright, ignore me!
using my last 3 legal points. I will activate Death with my bonus action as my reaction. I'll cast it. So they'll have to roll their remaining all of their hit die. Sorry, total hit die, and subtract the total from their
All right.
hit points.
Tell me what this looks like.
Okay, so Viari just gets fucking ganked. He's like, I like peppermint. All right, my turn. And you see Godfrey like comes in, and like his first 2 strikes, he he's just like a whip. He's just kind of Godfrey's like missing an arm at this point because he's a skeleton. It's just kind of like crawling around on one side of the arena through the blood. So he's like and he just kind of comes down with this massive like Shadow Blade scythe, and as he spins around, it turns into this massive hammer. As this like again the whole smoke motif out of his eyes. That's the kind of thing I'm going for. The smoke peels out of his eyes as it turns his Shadow Blade into this massive fucking gavel.
Mm-hmm.
Like literally triple his size. Like I want you to think like anime girl size, you know, like you got like the anime girl with the massive hammer. It's like that.
He's like
And
that.
he swings around. There's like it does like this like the anime magical girl star glint in his eyes. He does the little peace sign as he just brings it down on his mom like a fucking whack-a-mole hammer.
This plume of smoke expands through the arena. Ripples of blood are launched into the sky. The arena roars. I am rolling all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Godfried
6.
is confirmed a magical girl.
It's 8, 16.
Yeah, that tracks.
No, yeah, I was just about to say that makes
Alright.
so much sense.
22d20 subtracted from their health.
Jesus Christ.
So fucking close.
Godfried is
250 damage. 92 from the tax, 250 from the roll. You've never seen a god this weak. The crowd
Godfried
is silent.
is like almost at a guess. Godfried's gonna be like,
I really do like peppermint though. Your turn, Viari.
It's so dang close.
Viari, you gotta finish this right
Like
now,
this.
please.
Legendary action.
Counter spell.
in response, I tap 2 blue.
She's going to cast Dispel Magic at Viari.
Okay.
Cast it at this level.
This level.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on.
That's this is for Spirit Shroud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Counterspell?
I counterspell at 3rd level. I counterspell at 3rd level.
can't.
No, I
use
use my
my reaction.
I use
I
my
use my
reaction
reaction.
too. I cannot.
Dang. Ugh. 5th level. Shit! Fuck! 7
What?
plus 7 is 14.
Yeah!
I'm 1 off!
Yes! Let's go!
Oh, fuck! Alright, Viari!
Ayo! Talk about Master Chief. What do you think you're doing, sir? Finishing the fight.
Action and bonus action because of the braces are all
ready.
going to be
How about
Eldritch
you?
Blast. That's going to be 8 rolls to hit.
Roll to hit.
I'm rolling. Okay.
8 ones.
I would be fuming. Statistically, with my stats, I should hit about 50 to 60% of the time. All right. So with the 22,
like-
the minimum that I need to roll to hit her, I think, is a 9. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 hit. Oh,
Hit.
that's half. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. God, I hope this is enough. Plus 20 to whatever I get now.
I would just like to say Godfrey does a shit ton of damage. Godfrey hasn't killed a single person in this campaign yet.
78.
Godfrey has never done lethal.
Oh no, plus 6 is 84.
Yeah! Let's go!
After the hammer.
Am I goated with the sauce? I am goated with the sauce. Quirked up little white boy, busting it down, sexual style.
Gottfried takes the hammer, wham! Smacks it flying, bloodshed flies through the air. Viari, you appear and blast as hard as you can, eviscerating bloodshed. The cindered form drops to the ground.
Viari just goes running and screaming over to Godfried and just like jumps in the air and like throws their arms around him. Like, we did it!
Godfrey does the dirty dancing lift with one arm.
Out of their hair, like into the air.
The crowd.
This whole time has been like seated and not really yelling and like, you know, just like invested but not doing anything. When this happens, goes, fuck yeah! And throws the crowd. Jumps up and yells.
One quick question though. She does die. Viari, do you end your turn?
Just say no. Just say no.
I am going
Dare to resist. Just say no.
Oh, I'm about to go down.
Yeah, just
That's,
don't.
oh, that's rude. Yes.
No, don't worry. If you
I will
go
roll
down,
the
I'll
48
save
stacks
you.
of blade.
I have spells. Don't worry. Once you go down, I'll just do a little tap and you'll be fine. At this point, it's all good. I like how Godfrey Godfrey's fine now. Godfrey's like, I'm all chilling, guys. I got no
I'm-
bleed on me. I'll be
I'm about to
literally
roll
thrashing on the ground.
48 d6.
No strings on me, but it's you talking about blood as a
There's
skeleton.
a moment of victory, and then Viari just becomes a blood fountain.
I'm rolling.
It's just like gross.
Also, I
Yeah.
was not rolling with advantage on my saves that entire fight, I don't think. At least this time. And I really need to remember that I have that.
You need to remember to have Warcaster.
Brooklyn, I swear.
No, I also have the Robes of the Archmagi, so it's like everything. That is 153 points of damage. I have 125 hit points right now.
153, 125. Viari,
I go down.
you just...
So like Viari jumps into my arms, we do a dirty dancing lift, and fucking dies in my hand. On my hand.
And you're just blood rains all over you as you
Viari
go up.
drains. And at this moment, Luck goes, whoa! Hey, whoa! Stop the fight! Stop the fight!
Is combat over?
Combat ends. Luck swoops
I'll-
in.
I'll go cast Cure Wounds on both of them just to give them a couple hit points.
Thank you.
Bloodshed
You did great, Biari.
crumbling. Bloodshed grabs both of your hands and raises them up. And the crowd, at first silent,
Fiari's arm detaches.
Bloodshed, while they raise their arm, and for the first silent, the crowd roars, screams, and you watch. You watch as Luck flips your coins. Ding, 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 ding. You guys have got your resources back and what you bet. And if I remember correctly, for specifically Godfried and Viari, it was double or nothing as you were entering the fight. So you have doubled those resources that you bet.
What did
Godfried,
we
you
bet? I
have
forgot.
you have 2 action surges, 2 5th level spell slots, and double your natural source. No, you have over top of double. You have triple your natural sorcery points.
That's wild.
Dear
I have like
God.
6 spell slots today.
Additionally, Luck calls out and says, "These are our new mortal gods, everybody. I hope you're ready, because these fights are awesome!" You've never seen Luck so hyped. And everyone screams. Luck palms all of you extra coins. These are your ASIs/feats.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
And
Just went through this.
We're gonna
Bloodshed,
pump that charisma.
Bloodshed, weak, looks at you, Viari, and you, Godfried. Well, sheaths her blade in her hair. Not gonna lie, not lost in a very, very long time. You two are gods. I give you my blessing, a proper blessing. You guys get the boon of blood. So, for Viari, this unlocks a new spell for you. 5th level spell. In a 20-foot area around. Write this down. Write this down.
Write it down. Write it down. Hold on, I gotta get into notes.
Yeah. Actually, no. Wait, it wasn't 20 foot.
Wait, do you have this typed up?
I have this written out. I've not typed it.
Oh,
I will
okay,
type it up
okay.
afterwards, though. In a 10-foot, choose a point within range. Range 120 feet. Verbal, somatic, and material components. The material components is an old scab. Range.
So Godfried cannot do this.
Doesn't have to be yours. 120
Oh,
feet.
that's worse. That's worse
Um,
somehow.
This, choose a point within range. In a 10-foot radius, all creatures must make a con save. On fail, they gain a number of stacks. They gain 8 stacks of bleed. So
Please continue. Oh, okay.
on success, they gain 2.
Okay.
Stacks of bleed can be removed. A single stack can be removed with 1 point of healing. We are now going with my new method of stacks for blood because I wanted to give you guys a need to be more balanced. DC is set by your spell save DC, obviously. I hope you enjoy the spell. And for Godfried, on your turn, once per short rest, you may enter Blood Stance as a bonus action. Until the stance lasts for a minute. Every weapon attack you land applies a stack of bleed.
Oh.
Stacks can be removed by receiving 1 point of healing.
Do they double
how
at the
do-
end of
how
their
do-
turn as well?
Yes, that's how bleed
How
works.
how does bleed activate?
So how bleed activates is the creature at the end of their turn just has to roll it. So once you apply a stack, they are now afflicted with the bleed condition. It's a condition. This is a condition that I say as well can be removed with things like lesser restoration, greater restoration, etc. Bleed, it activates at the end of your turn. Once you end your turn, you must roll a number of d6s equal to the amount of stacks of bleed. After you've rolled it and received that damage as magical slashing, effectively.
Okay.
Once you have received the damage, double your current stacks. That's how bleed works.
Okay, cool.
Got it.
Okay. Bloodshed places these glowing red orbs that fill your hands and ferment and absorb into your bodies. You feel invigorated.
Godfrey puts it in his eye, so now he's got a little eyeball.
That's honestly great. And with that, we're going to end the first half of PP Game for this week. We will be back in 15 minutes at 9:05 p.m. EST for the second half of PP Game. What a thrilling first half. This was my first half I planned. I just want to finish up this fight. And we will get with our absolutely juiced up party now because they bet so much stuff. Godfrey made out like a fucking bandit. You all can also have your time to, you know, our party can figure out their feats and ASIs because they can apply those immediately. Anyway, see you all at 9:05 p.m. EST. We'll be right back. everybody! We're not in the right camera placement because Brooke had to go and step out and take care of some shit. So give me a moment while we do the typical Offbeat Outlaw stream thing, which is tech issues forever. And one day I don't have a PNG because Brooke never has to step out.
We jinxed it earlier.
We did. We straight up did. Oh god. Oh god. You're seeing behind it.
Just find a stock photo of a contract or something. Do you want me to go on Canva and whip something up real quick?
Yeah. Go whip something up. Send it to me over Discord. Real slick.
No, use the photo I posted in the meme chat. That's Brooke now.
Wait.
What? A picture of the buff me?
Yes, do it.
Oh my god.
That is Brooke.
What's Brooke's favorite magic card?
Ooh, ah, ee, ah, ooh, ah.
The corn one.
The one where Brooke
Coin
wins.
one.
The one where Brooke doesn't let anyone
Archon-
do anything fun.
Archon of
This goddamn
Archon of something.
Let me look this up because that's the card that says no one gets to have fun but me.
That's not.
This
It's
is
the card that says I win the game if I'm playing Obscura.
Archon of Coronation.
Archon of Coronation.
You liked Obi-Wan Kenobi yesterday and the face hugger?
Kenobi.
Let's just
I'm
make.
sorry
Sam
for
Witter's
all of
off.
your ears. Oh, wait, hang on. I posted that in the wrong thing.
And
Jesus
I hooked on a feeling. I'm high on believing that you're
in love with me.
I'm hooked on a feeling.
Godfried wakes up
Offbeat.
singing that wearing sunglasses.
Offbeat, check the place with the thing.
Yeah.
The God game chat.
I'll check it.
Okay.
Use that.
Yeah.
All right, we're heading there. Everybody, thank you for joining us during technical difficulties, the D&D stream. Oh wait, I gotta keep this open, otherwise the stream literally poops itself.
Oh no.
Bless.
That's not good.
Okay, I've got it. I've got Archon of Coronation.
Appreciate the ASMR.
Get some ASMR. Hello there, welcome to Dungeons and Dragons. My name
Hello everyone.
is
We're doing
Burger
wet mouth
King.
sounds today.
I miss
I
Brooke.
hate all of this.
Godfried wakes up in the best mood and is like, y'all, I'm with it. I'm him, bro. I'm him, bro. I'm fucking him.
Who are
He's
you fucking?
literally me. I have no idea. Archon.
I like that Brooklyn right now is just a black void, and honestly, I think they would appreciate that.
We're gonna get the Archon of Coronation. I feel like, wait.
As we do that, thank you to Antonio Jose Manzanito, who did the artwork for Archon. Of course.
It's Brooke's
Really?
favorite magic card
Yes.
because again, it says no one gets to have fun but me.
That's also
Yes.
your favorite card. It's just spelled differently.
You
What?
become the monarch is in the language of the text on the card. As long as you are the monarch, damage doesn't cause you to lose life. Oh, fuck. That's ridiculous.
Next time Brooke plays Obscura, you gotta play Blim.
I will, so I can die first. As per
No.
usual.
I will back you up, bro. I will back you up. The coin flip deck will be the best. Y'all, listen. I know a lot of you. Who here knows what Magic the Gathering is? Who here in chat say yes, sir, I do, and if you don't, say no, sir, I don't. Because I play Magic the Gathering, and I play a very specific style of decks called "Fuck Around and I'll Find Out." So. Because I flip coins, and that's how I decide how things happen. Because that's how my deck
Danny
works.
plays expensive
Honestly-
decks with expensive cards that do a lot of weird shit, and then we die. It's
Proxies are awesome, so I
it-
don't have to spend money.
it's
And then when I get
basically-
invested...
It's basically I've been trying to think of a good allegory for a long time for Danny's playstyle. I think I've got it. It's basically like walking into the chess world championship. You're going up against Magnus Carlsen, and then you've got a catheter up your ass, and then you shit on the board. You flip it out, and then you claim you won because you gave Magnus Carlsen dysentery.
No,
that
it's
is the
going
equivalent.
It's going into that situation.
Everyone's
but
playing chess. I'm playing checkers.
You remove
and
the
eating
chess,
pieces.
like the chess pieces from the board, and you put all queens on the board. That's how that.
No. It's not that good. It's like a 50-50 chance that's gonna be that good.
Okay,
Oh,
so
Aki,
every
you
other
weren't
piece
there.
is a queen.
Last night, I won on turn 3.
Yeah.
For fuck's sake.
Do you know what it was?
It
Do you know what it was?
fucking
Mountain.
absurd.
Mountain, tap, Soul Ring, Mana Crypt, tap out, play my commander, play double combat, win the game. Turn 3, bro.
You know, I think my
I had
favorite
Ancient
part.
Tomb.
I think my favorite part of Magic is the gathering. You know.
Amelia famously knows nothing about magic.
I know so much about Magic. You get a land and a
Just
spell
one.
and
One land.
a creature.
Nightly Shadow said Yu-Gi-Oh better. Listen, Dark Magician waifu.
Dark
Yes.
Magician with a gat. Ayo, Dark Magician.
Hey yo, is that Blue Eyes White Dragon with a 557?
Oh shit, he's got the Glock. Yugi with the Glock, bro.
Bro, is that a grand?
Either way, let's get back to the game that we're playing. As the
What game are we playing?
I have no idea. We get back to Paperwork Pantheon. Viari, is as soon as you guys are done celebrating for a moment, Alistair goes, Viari, you've got a job. And Viari is instantly...
It's next week. We made it to next week, guys. That's a joke you guys don't understand, though.
And so, you guys are... Viari's just like, outie. She'll be back,
Well, that's-
supposedly?
Probably for the best. She probably needs to heal up a little bit.
Yeah.
I know that's instantaneous, but there's some trauma that's involved with taking that much damage all at once.
I died. I don't have any trauma.
You don't remember anything about your life before you died.
Guess what happened, though, just now?
What?
I'm fucking him, bro! I fucking won!
Yeah. It was pretty fucking
You-
sick.
I know.
I'm the best.
I saw your mom sort of like piecing you back together there. Was she using like cocaine as paste? Like, what the fuck is? The energy's a lot right now, bud.
Sorry, I think it's something about just like the chance of winning and putting like my bones on the line. I think I have a gambling addiction.
Oh well,
That
look, gonna be
tracks.
happy to hear that. Right.
But you won, so I guess you're good at it?
That is both worrisome and not at the same time. I'm choosing not to be concerned.
Luck looks over at you all and goes, well, that was a fight. Congratulations, Godfrey. Did quite well. That was a lot of damage that you did. Bloodshed, you should go heal up. Break room for some... Wanna play cards later? Yeah.
Me?
No,
No,
I'm talking
not me.
Bloodshed. Bloodshed looks
What's
and
that?
goes, I think I need a drink. I need a...
An ice cream.
Yeah, can we rain check on the ice cream? Godfrey, sweetie, honey, look, I appreciate you want to spend time with me, but I haven't died in a long time. I'm not used to it. I just need to recover, okay? Hey, how about tomorrow night we go on a dream sequence ice cream date? I'll bring
Date! Whoa!
with grandma
Oh,
and
grandma,
dad.
that's
Family
grandma,
date.
that's fine. Family date, I like that.
Gives you a skeletal head pat. You're a good kid.
Just
nice to see you as always, Ace.
Slow turn to A's. What did I miss?
That's like a whole dynamic. I'm
Right.
not really sure. I've also decided it doesn't concern me. So,
That is
leaving
probably
it.
the best.
They all seem to be happy.
Speaking of things that concern you,
Someone's back, everybody.
Broke.
Speaking of things that concern you, Viari.
I know. I
That
literally
timing was
came back
impeccable.
just to hear that Viari was being bamfed out, and I was like, okay, amazing.
You can come back. Oh wow, that was a quick drop.
That timing was impeccable. That was so
Okay.
good.
Okay. Now I'm gonna do this little do-si-do again.
I'm so sorry.
You did this
It's
to
okay.
yourself.
I know. I always do. Okay, we're just gonna put Pat there.
Cracked
Okay.
behind the wall.
Okay.
I'm A's now.
We're just gonna
Oh wait, no,
slide.
I don't want to be A's at this very moment.
the random,
actually.
like,
You don't want to
That'd
be
Picture
A?
it.
Go fuck Z's right now.
Oh shit! Oh shit! This
Can we
is
add
so
an up
dead.
to the end of that sentence and then yes?
No.
One of my favorite things is just like watching the stream get like moved around, and you struggle to replace
It's
us.
really hard. I hate this. It's difficult.
And now I'm just like not there as far as I can see.
You're gonna be here in a moment, Brooke. Tuesday.
Just moving the overlay now. Just
Brooke's
Stop
middle name
laughing at
Wade,
me.
last name
Shut
Wade.
the
you're
fuck.
doing amazing,
I'm
sweetie.
gonna throw you off screen at this rate.
And then you're gonna have to redo it again.
My God. This is agony.
Ridiculous.
Agony.
Okay.
Far more painful
Ah.
than yours.
Yes.
There we are. Okay. Welcome to Tech Issues, the stream. We've been back for 15 minutes and nothing has happened. Viari bamps back. Oh yeah, I just needed you to sign something real quick. Okay, bye. And Alistair pops away again. Anyway. You guys get your rewards. The dream ends. You guys have some festivities, some lovely feasts. People come by and like clap you on the shoulder. You notice that some gods, especially Godfried and Viari, look at you with like respect and a little bit of fear, because it is like a little bit like you killed a war god. That's kind of insane. So, so people are like, yeah, these people are built hashtag different. And that's just kind of how it be, isn't it? All the same, you guys wake up the next day. You feel invigorated. You feel enthralled. You feel like this. There's this energy that is overwhelming you. This is, of course, the boons of your bet. And so, the next day begins. The next day of this entire operation that you have. I believe today, Godfried is going to go on is actually going on a friend date with Adamus again, the wealthy baron who sells rocks, and also with Zedric, Adamus's adopted son, who is 100% a copy of some variety.
What?
Oh, who could have guessed, right? Wow.
I mean, Zedric is such a common name.
Yeah, I
Cedric
know.
is spelled with an X too.
Yeah, somewhere in there. It's not at the front. It's in the middle.
E is silent at the beginning.
Viari, you are currently manning your scouts once again, operating and looking out for the happenings and your scoutings and whatnot.
We're also
But-
on a propaganda mission for the sun god stuff.
But the engine of your propaganda mission is people who all arrive today. The pilgrimage, the 10,000 strong pilgrimage, heralded by Theta at the front of all of this, and Amelia and no Amelia, A's.
It's just me, actually.
It's actually-
Amelia is right there in the
Amelia
back.
A's
Song.
is in disguise as Amelia. Yes,
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah.
Amelia, roll initiative.
But you got
Brick flies through your window.
heralding in this march of pilgrims, all under the claim that they are searching for the true sun god. And as you approach the city, a few things of note occur. First of all, you pass the mining operation, which was done by 2,000 strong VREs.
VREs that strong, or is they like 2,000
No, no,
average
8.
VREs?
No, like very weak VREs. But they had magic helping. VRE has like an 8 strength.
It's in the middle of the desert, just heaving rocks while Godfried is just like, work everyone, go! Godfried is just a taskmaster. This man is just like, we have rocks to make.
Adamus is there with you, clinking glasses. And you see Zedric there as well, who, as he looks at the horizon and sees the 10,000, snickers softly, and gives a little, and just gives a little wave to A's, just like the most just like, hey. And so you arrive at the city. You pass this mining operation. You approach these walls, and at the front, and you are met by guards who are high on the alert for witches currently. Apparently there was a witch scare a little while ago, 3 days ago. Halt! You two there. What is this? What is the meaning of this? Who are all these people?
Theta is currently disguised as like long black hair, dark, like almost like black irises, pale skin, and just like dirty rags. It's like, hail, friend. We have come seeking the glory of the sun god. Tell me, we have seen your tower. Is he here? Does his brilliance shine upon your city?
That was a good little speech you did there. For persuasion check and advantage, I was enthralled. I was personally enthralled by the speech.
Alright, let's see what we got. Okay. Alright. Persuasion. Persuasion is 19 plus 9, 28?
28. The guard is immediately like aghast a little bit, looks to his other guard post buddy. They are confused, to say the very least. They are a little bit perturbed by your overall appearance.
I will say,
it is completely like sunburnt to hell and eyes like a little wild, like maybe needs some water.
Ace, what do you look like in all of this?
oh, Ace doesn't really do disguises, so I just look like me.
Oh, okay.
Really helping sell the image here.
The guards look over and they whisper amongst themselves and they go, A's? A's?
Mm-hmm.
That's... You bring good tidings, right?
Always. Oh, I try.
Roll a...
This desert angel found us, wasting away upon our journey. We were rescued and brought to your glorious oasis.
All right.
Me helping.
Yes. A's. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna have that. You just kind of existed. A's gives the help action to the deception check that was that little spiel there.
Cool.
All right.
Cool.
A's existence is just a flat help action at all times.
I'll take it.
Amazing.
What'd you get there?
Do you want me to roll?
Yeah,
again?
roll the deception check. Yeah, at advantage because A's their reputation precedes them.
It is a 15 plus 9.
24. All right.
Yes.
The guards are still just like, this is a lot of people, but like this is also outside our pay grade. They go, we can't necessarily let 10,000. How many of you are there? There must be at least several thousand.
No, you were pretty close there. That was about 10,000, right? Yeah, no, you were like spot on the mark, actually. From a glance, that's impressive. The sun god must be with you. gazing from afar.
He just like doubles over, just like resting on his spear. Yes, Gottfried?
When we see the procession, could me and Adamus have walked over, like what's going on, like to the
you
front
guys,
and stuff?
You guys, yeah, I'll allow it. You guys to like kind of join along, and with Zedric in tow as well, I should mention. Okay. Yeah, but you can approach this little kerfuffle here.
Alright.
Viari, I will also say your scouts are watching and communicating with you all of this information. This doubled over guard looks at his friend, and the friend is just like, how about you tell your people to stay here, and A's and you can come meet the. They look at each other. The Pope, I guess.
That would be truly an honorable proposition from you. Might I request a small favor? I understand that our number is much too difficult for the city to deal with all at once. It is a burden we wish not to impose on you in its entirety. However, there are some of us who are not as well off as the others. Are sick, our elderly. They need more immediate care, especially after such a long journey. Would there be any way that we would be able to take some small amount of our number and allow them within the bountiful boundaries of your city walls? Just to gain some supplies. We can pay. We do have coin.
Persuasion check from you. Gottfried, you had your hand raised. What's up?
Have we arrived at this point, me and Adamus?
Yes, you guys came with them. You guys are like kind of just behind. You can join the conversation as you're at your leisure.
Adamus, do you hear? People in need of help. We could enlist workers this way, don't you think? To help with our operation.
Adamus looks a little bit concerned, but Zedric at this point goes, I like the way you think, Gottfried. These look like
Godson?
Oh, sorry, I have a friend. He's very handsome.
I'm sure he is.
But yes, Godson, I like the way you think. I think this could be most advantageous for our little operation.
As long as we, have a partnership, which nothing is confirmed yet. But I have the resources and the manpower to help these people, and I plan on doing so.
And we have the land.
So, does this mean we have an agreement on a joint operation?
Zedric looks over at Adamus. Looks at you. You guys have that you handed him the signed proper paper. Remember, that was written by Alistair at the after he flipped shit. He takes it out and goes, I think we do have a deal. And Zedric stretches out a hand.
No.
Pet. On the head.
No. Yeah, don't.
Germs. I get it. And so, what was the result in that persuasion check?
I was wondering if I could perchance use a chronal shift to re-roll, because not great.
As a reaction, I will say I'm gonna require a little bit of. That's like a magical thing that's gonna happen. I'm gonna require a little bit of. Can I get an Arcana check actually from A's, as they are the time god? They can perhaps influence this to be unnoticeable.
That's a 25 Arcana.
Excellent. All right, you can do it, and it'll be unnoticeable because A's is just gonna be like, yeah, that shit didn't exactly happen as visibly as you may have liked.
Cool.
Can what happens be like you do it and then I just rewind time really quickly right when you're about to do it and sort of just like put your hand down a little bit and then it happens without you doing like the whole magic stuff?
Yes.
Yeah, so the way that I'll edit this is I won't necessarily change what I say, but Fado will completely change their body demeanor to be less like this needs to happen and more like very demure, very like politely begging somebody of something, like showing the proper amounts of respect.
Roll that check.
Hopefully that reflects in the roll. Well, it's a 10, 10 plus 9, so 19.
Okay, so 19. That's still really good, right? The guards at this point, they are out of their depth. They're out of their field. They are making promises they cannot keep. Yeah, they're like, yeah, sure, you can stay in the boundaries.
And you know what? If anyone gives you any trouble, just have them talk to me. I'm more than happy to iron out any wrinkles that come from this plan.
At this point, Zedric looks to you, Godson, and says, I think it's time that we make our little proposal and perhaps smooth this over, don't you think?
Yes. Excuse us. I don't know if you recognize me and my business partner, but this here is Adamus. Do you recognize him? Town guard, whatever.
The guards, one of the guard who's like doubled over in shock, like attempts to stand up straight. Yes, Lord Adamus, we have most privileged to... The other guard steps in and goes, we are most pleased to make your acquaintance once again.
My name is Godson. We are going, on behalf of these, strangers in search of, resolution and on the pilgrimage, we will take them into the city and house them on the grounds of our estates.
Yeah, yes, and also I do think that naturally this would be a great opportunity for the city to make almost like our town center a city-state, and make a little bit of an outskirts, a city proper. Don't you?
Well, are you thinking of a shanty town and starting to expand the borders of this place?
Yes, I think so.
Wow, it's like you read my mind from 3 episodes ago.
Yeah, it's almost like I did.
It's like I said it out loud and you stole my idea.
I know. How about, I'm actually friends with the Pope. How about I organize a little bit of a dinner for all of us to smooth things out? You there, my eccentric fellow, pointing at Feda. Ace? Oh, nice to meet you. And Godson, I think we could have a lovely dinner together and talk with the Pope in person, don't you? About getting this little shanty town organized, as you put it.
Just looks at A's with bright eyes and just nodding vigorously.
I'm gonna mind link with the Viari and be like,
also
Viari, we
Sarah.
got issues. Oh no, you're talking now. Never mind.
Yeah, and also Sarah. I'm not there, but please get me invited to the dinner.
Well, it looks like that's our best option right now. Can't really say no, could I?
I'm gonna mind link with Viari and be like, Viari, listen, remember we're going to the estate. It's got the dispel magic. These are all simulacrums. We need some weather.
I can do that. Can you get me invited to the dinner?
Oh yes, of course. Remember, you're my assistant.
Yeah. I'm not your assistant. I'm your business partner.
Oh yes, my bad.
Excellent.
You've been demoted.
What do you say? What do you say, Godson, to get Viari invited to the business meeting?
Oh, again, you remember Sarah, my business partner. Again, she does the accounting. She will need to be there. In accordance with our clause as business partners, they do need to participate at all business events that I am at. So.
Oh, I'm sure. That's why she was present when you made the deal with Adamus, right?
Well, right now they're off actually doing work by themselves, as they are not they don't work for me. They have their own business. They are an entrepreneur of sorts. You sound very, I don't know. Is this like a thing?
Oh no.
Do you just not like her at all?
Look, I'm not going to say I don't like Sarah. I just think that we didn't
Listen,
get off on the right foot necessarily. I think there's some.
Well, hopefully you can fix that, right, Adamus? Adamus, we need to.
Of course, Zedric, you are most polite. You will be the best boy at this dinner, and you will make nice with Sarah. Very much like a father scolding their 12-year-old child. This demeanor. Zedric looks a little embarrassed, but genuinely a little bit like, okay, Dad. And to tie this off in one sweet little bow, Zedric slides a note to A's. Everybody, I need perception checks, please, to catch it.
16.
10.
All right, you guys do not catch the note being passed. You just note Zedric kind of just like shuffling his arm near A's. You guys are aware that if Z's and A's are near each other, there is communication and something happening.
Fada bites the head off of a dehydrated snake as like Z's passes the message, turns around, Fada's right now. We learned to eat snakes in the desert. They're crunchy.
The guards at this point are just so baffled with what to do. They're so confused. A messenger boy comes, gives them some messages. They are relieved of their shift, and out comes a more established group of guards, with the head of the guard, a rather stout-looking fellow, really short, halfling, but built like an ox. Shit brick house. Man is thick. This guy could lift a car and then eat it afterwards.
The classic saying.
The classic
How many calories is a car?
Enough.
At least 2,700.
One of the V's is going to quickly cast True Sight on themselves to see if they like any of these people are Z's.
Some of the guards people are, but this man is he. It is that.
Just some guy.
They're gonna ping each of the main party to let them know which ones are Z's and which ones are.
Roughly
legit.
50% of this detachment is a Z's. The other 50% are guards. They do not seem very aware of who is who.
Here.
The head of the guard says, "All right, so I hear we have 10,000-ish of pilgrims making their way into our lovely city."
Almost exactly that number.
I got the message. You forgive the behavior of Richard up front. He's new.
Richard was absolutely lovely.
Oh, of course. You may call me Gut.
Got. All right.
Is Zedric Z's prime?
You don't know that.
Oh, the simulacrum can't see it, like with the True Sight.
Oh, they can't see what are you necessarily asking? You'd have to cast a detect magic to see if there was a school of magic in play.
You can ask me to do it because
I thought the True Sight.
Because I can
I
subtle
thought the
spell
True
it.
Sight could see if they were made of snow or not.
Well, because
wait.
these can change which is the
Yeah, but
Right.
this
Wait,
is
no,
important
that's a
because I'm
good-
gonna
that's
ask
a-
Fada to do something.
That's a good point. Let me look up True Sight real quick, and it's an Simulacrum is an illusion spell. You are right.
So I was gonna have one of the V's ping Fada and say, "Wish cast simulacrum on Z's." Subtle spell it,
You'd
because
subtle
it'll be
spell-
under your control.
You'd subtle spell the wish. You wouldn't subtle spell the casting of Simulacrum.
Yeah. You.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The duration. of the creature's True Sight. Okay. We're doing. This is the first official. I feel like rules lookup of this stream. We've used to do these a lot. See normal magical darkness. See invisible creatures and objects. Automatically detect visual illusions. Visual illusions, not necessarily magical ones.
Right.
And perceive the original form of a shape changer or creature that is transformed by magic. Furthermore, the monster you cannot see if this is currently the prime.
Either way, if you get a simulacrum of it,
If we
It's still
figure
under our
out
control.
which one, yeah.
You can simulacrum a simulacrum, so if you want to, you can try it right now.
Oh.
yeah.
I think what I'll do is I will wait until we are sort of like on the move, and then I'll do the subtle spell. Because when you say you can subtle spell the wish, but not the casting of simulacrum, doesn't that happen simultaneously? Or am I missing something there?
No, so what happens is when you cast
I'm
wish.
using wish to
Wish-
as a focus to cast simulacrum.
So the order of things necessarily for like wish versus like an actual spell. So
Yeah.
when you cast wish, you casting that spell. Wish.
Ooh,
then,
Ballad makes a point. It
Doesn't
might
simulacrum
require
work?
a willing target.
Yeah. I was actually just checking that. Thank you, Ballad. Spell
Yeah,
simply
yeah.
takes effect, including costly components. So if it goes verbal, somatic, and material components, it kind of just takes effect. But a whole ass creature popping into appearance, I think, might be a little bit difficult to subtle spell.
And I
It
can't
doesn't say willing
choose-
target on the spell.
on
And
simulacrum.
I can't choose
Yeah.
where the simulacrum appears, correct?
You
Or
shape
can
an
I?
illusory duplicate of one beast or humanoid that's within range for the entire casting of the spell. The duplicate is a creature, partially real, informed by certain container. It appears to be half the max. Otherwise, this. I'm not entirely sure it does require a willing target.
It just says within range for simulacrum.
Yeah, you can do it. You can offensively do this then, I think. I'm gonna check.
Why are you hitting yourself? Why are you hitting yourself?
I'm gonna check the PHB, just for the final arbitration. Just to make sure, because if you guys can do this, this is really cool, and a part of me wants to allow.
I want a Z's army.
You'd have a Zarmi that is half the half the hit points of
That's
the action.
fine. They're gonna
Yeah.
have a bunch of information.
They would.
I at least want one simulacrum of me so I can say real G's move in silence, like lasagna.
Oh my god. QRSS scorching, shatter, shocking, speak, sun, I missed I.
Now you know how we feel when we were in the giant fucking dictionary.
Illusion duplicate of one beast or humanoid that's within range of the entire casting of the spell. Duplicate is a creature, partially real. Actions and otherwise be effective as normal. It appears to be the same as the original, but it's half the hit points. I guess it kind of just usually requires a willing target because you usually have to cast it for 12 hours. But
Right.
But I think
But if you're
with
doing wish.
it's clear. It checks out.
Please,
All right,
if
so-
you wouldn't mind.
No. That's the plan. I'm just trying to figure out the best way to do this. I think as we're on the move, we're walking with a couple of the guards, correct?
Yeah.
The V's can also create a distraction.
Yeah, they are currently. You guys are currently heading towards the church, the main church, the main cathedral in the center of town. You all marching. Gut is currently leading you all, sort of escorting you with this entourage. Zedric, Adamus, Godson. You are all also like nearby. But however, I will say that currently, Pat, Theta is at the very front of this, like being right beside Gut. So if you're going to you still need to be within range of Zedric, who is currently
And the range is touch,
it's
correct?
touch. You need to be able to touch him, even with wish. So you need to somehow navigate your way there. Party might be advantageous to do some sort of distraction at this point in time, or come up with.
Yeah, you've got the V's, which all can mind link and like get into formation if you need them.
So what I want to do, the way that I would like this to work, if this sounds like a good plan to everybody else, and we'll be communicating via the mind link, is I'm going to communicate to A's my intention to create a simulacrum of Zedric. Can you distract them for 5 seconds? Just 5 seconds. The moment that we pass by an alleyway with sufficient coverage. Just 5 seconds.
Yeah, or 6. I'm sure that's around.
Yeah, 6. 6 by
Your favorite number of seconds. It's not less than 5.
Sure.
And so the way that I want this to play out is that when we pass by the alleyway, I'm going to reach over and touch Zedric to get their attention. I want A's to interrupt me in whatever I'm saying as part of the distraction. And because after I've touched them, what I would like is for the simulacrum, however it appears, to immediately bolt down the alleyway.
All right. Okay.
Might
It
require
has
some
dimension
stealth
door.
check.
It does
He
have
has
dimension
dimension door.
We've seen him
But
use it.
can he subtle spell it?
Viari does
if you-
and can. So
Dimension
I can
door is
also get a.
I can also subtle
I can
spell,
also
and
get
I'm
a
right
copy
there.
do it. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But if you let me know,
I'll
because
get one of
I
the
have
boosts to it.
I have sorcery's points to spend, guys. Remember, I have 18
Beautiful.
currently.
Yeah.
So
I forgot.
So I am going to subtle spell, wish cast, simulacrum, and then
All right.
Godfrey is then
let's
going
first-
to subtle spell dimension door. I want it all laid out and clarified.
Okay,
so we're
okay.
not
So check. Okay.
caught in the mucky muck. So then Godfrey is then going to subtle spell dimension door so that this guy, who is now the simulacrum of Zedric or Z's, can just get out of there without anybody noticing.
All right. Ace,
Yeah,
how are you gonna distract Zedric?
I'm gonna grab his ass.
This is why I'm so happy this exists. All right. Are you gonna be subtle about it? Are you just gonna palm it? Just go for it.
Like
This is a
I'm gonna.
distraction. There's no subtlety here.
Yeah, like I'm not. Okay, like I'm not gonna be subtle. I mean, I am gonna be subtle. Like I'm not gonna make a big show of it, but we're firmly grabbing his ass.
Okay.
Firmly grasp it.
Firmly grasp it. Also, when I do, because everyone's gonna be busy doing their stuff. Because I assume once I grab his ass, Z's gonna look at me. I'm gonna try and take a quick look at that note that he gave me.
All right. All right. Sounds good.
And while Z's is getting like touched on every side, can I just have a simulacrum try to slip a ring in with simulacrums in it again?
There's so much going on here.
There's a lot going on in this one
You have-
action.
Wait.
There is a lot.
Are you
there's a lot.
sure?
Should
Are
I-
you sure this isn't the straw that might break the camel's back?
Hang on. Wait. Should I
My.
do one of the reach around things where I grab Z's ass and then make it look like you grabbed his ass? And you're like, hey.
If you tell A's about the ring, A's will try and slip the ring on Z's, even though they don't think that's a wise idea.
I'll
At
tell
some
Ace.
point, maybe not now.
Okay,
Probably
okay.
not now.
All right. Are you?
I feel we should risk it for the biscuit,
You
but I
wanna-
respect the decision.
How? Yeah.
All right.
Amelia, how do you want this to play out?
This is
Do
a.
you
I
want
want
me
to make this
slap
state.
Z's
This is
ass
a
and then
ready
make
and
it-
incredibly risky plan. I am asking these clarifying questions because this is when roles are gonna start getting involved. Like I'm gonna allow like some the roles DCs are right now relatively low. The DCs get exponentially higher the more shit you put onto it. Okay.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
letting you guys know that's how I'm ruling this, and that's why I'm questioning it. It would bring it up a difficulty class basically. So
let's
Yeah.
forget the ring for now. We have more opportunities later,
Yes.
like at the dinner when
Yeah,
we
yeah,
have
we
more of a
already
chance.
agreed.
Oh, okay.
You message, so you send A's that message. At some point when you're walking past an alleyway, A's kind of glances back and makes eye contact with you.
Mhm.
And once you meet eye contact, I just go for it, grabbing Z's ass. Cedric.
Beautiful. At that
Cedric's my
moment, I
bad.
will just touch. I will touch right where the ass grab is happening, just long enough for the spell to take.
all right. Okay, I'm gonna need a few things to happen.
Sure. What do you want me to roll? The way
Ace,
that grabbing ass has been a role that when I was DMing, I had to like adjudicate, and my players got a nat 20. It
It's
was
animal
great.
handling, of course.
I was like, I don't even know what that means.
all right. So let me just work this out in my head.
Does Ace have inspiration?
Oh man.
Honestly, you know what? Fuck it. I'll give you inspiration for this being the distraction. That's fucking hilarious.
What die is that? Oh, DM inspiration.
Yeah,
Yeah.
inspiration.
Literally the second you were like, "Oh, I need a distraction," my brain was like, "Grab his ass."
Okay, so
Just waiting.
my thought is
Sure,
how
yeah,
distracting
walk us
it-
through
it's not a sleight of hand check. You know, you're not trying to be
No.
subtle about it. Are you trying to do it in such a manner that it would get his attention? Well, it would always get his attention, but you're trying to get his attention in a very specific way. You want to firmly grasp it. So, you're gonna grab him in such a manner that would make him turn around maybe and be like, "Well, what are you doing? What exactly here, young fella?" Like, or perhaps flirtatiously be like, "Well, at least take me out to dinner first. Hello," or something, right? I'm thinking either performance, or I will allow, because you guys have history together, to do a history check.
Ooh, okay. Too bad I can't do a chemistry check. I'll take history.
Alright. What do we get?
That's a 30.
That's 30 on the ass grab. Thank you very much.
30
You-
to grab ass.
You
What
grab
did you roll?
A 19
plus 11.
plus 11.
Yeah.
The lower one was 9, so it would have been a 20 if it weren't an advantage.
You grab his ass. And Zedric immediately knows it's you. Who else would it be? Who else could it possibly be?
Just imagine if it was Fata who did it.
Right.
Hello.
Veda, at this point in time, I'm gonna need a stealth check at advantage in order to
Cool.
sneak over and to cast the spell. You are declaring subtle spell, correct?
I
Yes,
always roll
yes,
well
I
on
have it
dumb
marked off
bullshit.
and everything.
It's my gift.
Is there any way that I can give myself bardic inspiration by awkwardly whistling as I have
actually
very
can't give
clearly
bardic
noticed?
You actually can't give bardic inspiration to yourself. Only other
Oh,
creatures
really?
can give you bardic inspiration. Yes.
Interesting.
You can at a certain level, but I don't know if that's a law bard thing.
I think it's
I
a
think-
specific
I think
subclass
it's a
of bard.
subclass.
I think it might be, yeah.
Oh,
I think
okay,
it might
yeah.
Yeah.
That is a natural 20.
Plus, I do bonuses.
Yes. Stealth, plus 14, so 34.
The fuck? Why do you have stealth?
Because I made the sheet.
Oh, right.
I
thought
just
you were
rolled
gonna
the
have, like,
dice. I have the
+2.
numbers. Ours is not the reason
love
why.
the
Ours is
pause
to
on-
slap ass.
I was like, what? 14. Okay.
So 34 for stealth.
So, ass grab. A god tier ass grab happens. Zedric looks around and immediately leans in such a fashion that it just is like casual, but is also just like a little bit affectionate, and goes, "Aze, we're in public. Save this for later tonight. Have you read the note yet?" And at this point,
I look down at the note right now.
it says 12 a.m. courtyard of the church. Be there, be square. Also, do you like me? Yes or no?
Oh, wait, that's actually kind of sweet.
I'm gonna put a little kiss on the yes, and I'll slide it to his pocket later.
All right. Now, Theta, the quietest of ass touches. So silent as the farts
We
that
really
leave
have
your
the
cheeks.
full range of ass grabbing here.
Just a luff,
a little,
a little,
tap.
a little tap. I touch the butt. And a wish. The wish takes place.
The wish takes place as you touch the butt.
A simulacrum of Z's appears, and one thing you know immediately, currently, is that this simulacrum is a proper simulacrum. You are currently with the Prime.
Yes.
And now the third part of the plan, Godson, Dimension Door Subtle Spell.
Yes, sir.
All right, you're just gonna grab this man and whoop away. You are
Yeah.
currently
Are
a
you sure?
crowd.
Are you sure you didn't want one of the V's to do it? Because you've
mean-
got to walk with everyone?
I mean, if the V's can do it, that'd be great.
Yeah, they
that's-
can.
I will allow the V's to do it in this situation. I will, however, allow you, Godson, though, if you would like, you can cause a distraction to give advantage on the stealth check that's going to be required. If you can come up with a reason.
Oh yeah, when I'm just gonna do what Fata was gonna do, and I'm just gonna whistle as Ace grabs the fast firmly.
This is
Just,
very,
but
very
it's- but it's-
noticeably like.
it's gonna be like the hand whistle is like just like super loud.
It was like,
Woo!
like, wolf whistle.
Awooga!
I do like the idea.
Eyes pop out of head. Jaw go reach his crown.
Wait. So, have we established that can Godfrey whistle? Because Godfrey's a skeleton, so there's no like.
Godfrey
flesh
can
for that
do
to pass
everything
through.
that a regular person can do.
I was just
But I
gonna
can
say it'd
also
be funny if
separate
he
my
would
head-
scream, "Whistle, whistle, whistle, whistle."
You
No,
might.
that's what I'll do instead. That's what I'll do instead. But just so you guys know, for comedy's sake, Godfrey can detach his body parts. But when it's actual seriousness, he cannot.
He
Only
works
in
on
comedic
cartoon
moments.
rules.
Yes, exactly.
Love that.
And with Godson just yelling whistle, 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 Viari, I'm going to need a stealth check from you to cast this dimension door. You arcade declaring settle spell, which makes this possible in the first place.
Okay. All right.
D&D is a serious game.
A 30 on an ass check, by the way.
Okay,
That means
okay.
that's like a god tier feat. That was the god level ass. Zedric has never had and never will have his ass touched in that way again.
That's gonna be a 26.
A 26 on the stealth check.
Mm-hmm.
Z's is gonna roll a perception check. You make it. 23.
Yes.
And so Viari, one of the V's, grabs this new Z's and warps away. You have just kidnapped a simulacrum of Z's.
Yes. This is all I've ever wanted. Actual Viari goes running to meet up with them.
Leaves your little stealth bunker, immediately sprints.
Like, yes.
Alrighty. You guys make your way to the Pope's, to the cathedral. Gut, the soldier, the head of the guard. Alright, this is as far as I'm allowed. Guards aren't allowed inside the church. One of the priests will take you up to meet the Pope. However, I do know this much. Apparently, blindfolds are required from here on out. The priest will lead you all by hand. No one is to see their face until they
Ooh,
allow it.
what does that mean if I have blind sense?
If you have blind sight, you can still sense all of the creatures around you. You can't necessarily like see features and whatnot. At
So
least that's
all
how,
of the V's
I mean,
do as
this,
well.
this
I
is
use
how I'd
top
rule
rules.
that. Huh?
I said I always go by TOF rules, you know? Like, you can see the vibes, the shapes, but like...
Yeah, it's kind of like the tremor sense type situation. You're aware of the things within 10 feet of you, and you know where they are.
Right.
You can navigate it, but don't necessarily have like a breakdown of features and whatnot.
Could, if the V's are any V's going in with them?
Would you like to send some in?
I would like to send some in, and as this is like, they also have blind sight,
Blindside?
the 10-foot thing. So they're gonna be pinging and like letting everyone know everything else's location. They're gonna like maneuver to like help keep the rest of the party informed on location
Okay.
as they're moving.
In order to break in for the V's, I'm gonna require that that like, I guess you're not spending they're spending spell slots. How many you're sending in? Keep this as like a detachment of V's that you now have.
Oh, so they're not walking in with the party?
If they walk in, they're gonna get blinded. I thought you wanted them to break in separately.
Well, if they got blindfolded, then they could still tell where things are, and then they could
'Cause
like
they
still
have
ping the rest of the
blind,
party.
yeah.
Like, because they've
Okay.
got the connect.
I will say, I would
telepathic
also,
connection.
I'm just like, you could also just like send them in as like actually just like breaking in, like
Like
do
invisible, they
both?
come with us.
like invisible and.
I'll
come
send
you
4
guys.
with them and send 4 in as a like separate team.
Yeah, you
invisible?
could do that. Yeah, you have
Okay.
you have 500, so like you can make
Okay.
these plans. Like okay, so then with the ones that are invisible, I require a spell slot, obviously. Just make sure you keep track of this.
Oh wait, invisibility doesn't require a
Oh
spell
right,
slot.
you have that stupid
Yeah.
thing. You have the thing. Never mind. Shut up.
You've outsmarted me again, Viari.
That's what this sheet does.
The sheet is so good for this particular job. Okay.
I love it.
All right. So you guys are. Do you accept the blindfolds?
We are all blind under the light of the brilliant sun.
Oh, okay.
Theta
You can see Guts kind of like just.
is committed to the bit.
And you know what? Fucking hell yeah! you get your blindfold. One of the walking clergymen gives you like a subtle bow, seeing your devotion.
I already got the blindfold on. Do not know.
I'm giving you a DM inspiration. That was funny. A's, do you accept the blindfold?
Yeah.
Okay. Put it on, no hassle. Zedric puts on the blindfold. Everybody is soon blindfolded. Currently, those who are going in: Adamus, Godson. Godson, do you accept the blindfold as well? I should ask.
Yes, sir.
All right. Should be noted that as you put on the blindfold, it kind of sinks into your disguised self flesh because it doesn't have fast physical inspection. It's not enough that if someone could look at it just by looking at it, but if they were to make the investigation check to see through it, it's going to give them advantage on that investigation check.
It's clipping through the character.
Yeah, it's clipping.
Yeah, it's no clipping.
It's clipping through the model right now. It wasn't rigged for this. It wasn't like planned. But
It's a mod.
Wait,
It's a
so
mod.
it's like another layer over me? Not like it's not directly onto my skin. As it's like I don't have any facial structure to clip through the disguise initially. So why wouldn't it just rest directly onto my bones?
You're disguised currently as Godson, who has flesh.
Exactly.
Right, so it's resting on your bones, but because your flesh is like covered in front of it,
Yeah.
it kind of looks like it's sinking into the flesh a little bit
Yeah.
because it's snug against your
I'll
skin.
deal with it.
You'll deal with it. All right. I'm
goaded
letting you
with
know
the
mechanically
sauce.
what that means. It's if someone wants to make an investigation check on you, they will have advantage on that check rather than it just being a regular roll. I'm just
Like
letting you know.
A's already told us what happened to the actual Pope, so I'm not worried about anything like that. It's just
I
like,
don't
oh,
think it was
well,
the
if they
actual
want-
pope. It was some random guy, right? Not
No,
some random guy.
the-
It was one of the bishops.
It was the bishop. The Bishop
Right.
George.
The main-
Bishop
the main-
George who died.
Yeah.
The main dude like we were looking for.
I don't know. I'm not
Yeah.
disguised, so.
Bishop, no, not the main dude. Bishop George was dead. Who was like had never left his thing. The Pope, however, was not dead. I believe.
Yeah, you correct.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, wait, who are we looking for? Bishop
The
You're
George
going for the
or-
pope.
The Pope. No,
Okay.
you guys have not interacted with the Pope yet.
Gotcha.
So you guys get your blindfolds on. The team of Viaris are walking through. It should be noted that there are Z's. Basically, we do know that Z's are basically running the shop in here. So we'll see how they interact with the invisible Viaris as well as the Viaris who are in the group, disguised as well. As you guys make your way through and you're led up some stairs, those with blind sight, you maneuver quite easily. You're used to sensing things without using your eyes in the first place, heightened battle sense or whatever. But you guys make your way. Those who don't have any other extra special sight, well, it's a little difficult. You're kind of relying on sometimes you might have to lean on Godson, who is stoutly walking straight forward at all times.
Yeah, I have my hand on someone's shoulder.
Yeah. Zedric is feigning being blind. How good is he at it? It's pretty good. You know, acting classes. Adamus is holding Zedric's hand, very scared. He's not doing very well with this. However, you do note that a lot of the Z's that you guys pass that look like regular clergy, they start noting. Godson, make a perception check, please. At disadvantage because this is something that would usually require visual sight to notice, but I'm allowing you to kind of sense it with your blind sight.
18.
18, excellent. You track the movements of the Z's as they kind of flit past you, maneuvering through you, and you note that a few of them are... It's not like... You watch as their heads all turn in similar directions, kind of in the direction of a V that you are currently connected to telepathically. They all seem to be like
Which
this...
V is this?
Oh, hello. I'm...
Go on. You were saying?
I'm V129.
V121, V129. We have a bunch of Z's tracking your location. Are you sure you're invisible or disguised?
I'm currently invisible. I think they've got true sight.
Good.
I'm gonna get all of the V's who are like sort of stealthing in to also like true sight, so that they can see if there are any invisible Z's. And then also, do we want to dispel some of these Z's?
Oh,
Everyone's
not yet.
currently blind,
No.
so as long as you can get rid of the verbal components of your spells, you might be able to dispel them successfully.
They all
But-
have subtle spell.
Yeah, I know. I'm just reminding you. I'm just reminding you and the viewers. It's possible, but this may also be a fruitless effort. And as you do the true sight, yeah, it's there are a lot of everywhere where there's like an empty pew, there is an invisible Z who's just kind of watching, writing stuff down.
Just flipping them off.
They
As
flip
we
you off-
walk
they
through.
flip you off in turn. They don't seem to be making a stink. They don't seem to mind, but they are definitely noting this as a thing. But they're not going to engage currently. Or at least they don't appear like they're going to.
I'm counting them.
You count roughly about 100 in like the main mezzanine who are invisible. This is and you note that that a lot of the non-invisible ones are sliding very smoothly past these invisible ones, like almost like a coordinated dance of like to help hide the presence of the invisible Z's.
Am I getting the ping? Am I VR getting the pings from like updates from out there?
Yes, you are.
Have I found the simulacrum of Z's yet?
Yes. I'll say soon. Not quite. You're still catching up. You were on the
Okay.
outskirts of town, where you were situated.
Wait, is that how far? Oh, okay.
Remember, like you're set up in your rock shop as
My-
like an astrology girl.
Yeah. What?
Yeah, you were
What
set up.
is the-
You were selling gemstones. You were selling the offshoots of the
Yeah,
mining
you're selling-
operation.
Oh, okay. But my simulacrum would be with Z's then.
Yes.
Okay, can the simulacrum be like, do you have a 9th level spell slot for today?
Yes.
Great. I reckon we make some extra copies of you, and then we send you in, so that the simulacrums can't see that they're
Okay.
you know, that you're imposters.
But they're all communicating, so if they're not coordinated with the other Z's, then how would that work?
Mm-hmm.
With a lot of hope and luck.
With a hope, a dream.
I don't know. That sounds like an ass pull, and we just had a great ass grab. I don't think we can do two of those in the same episode.
We had an ass grab to pierce the heavens.
We did.
Mm-hmm.
Or the butthole.
How are they all communicating with one another? I'm asking this disease. Simulacrum.
They're using a combination of sending and message in order to communicate with each other. They will usually be in coordination with a group leader who will be casting sending to the main 2 prime, who will then be getting smaller communications with message. We have at the current moment an infinite amount of subtle spells in order to make this work. We are currently
How?
we are committing tax fraud and frauding Alistair out of all of his sorcery points.
We got the information! We got a confession! The IRS were coming for your ass!
What? What? What?
Fuming.
He's committing tax fraud.
We have an actual confession, guys. We can catch. That's how they got Al Capone, guys. That's how we're
How
gonna get
they-
Z's.
Oh, they're committing tax fraud.
Al Capone through.
Look for the paperwork,
Oh, that
please.
makes so much sense. Oh my god.
Can you find the paperwork and like fix it up so that they can't do it anymore?
No. Sadly, if they're doing this in a way that I didn't notice, it's probably in a way I cannot fix currently. We may have, if you would want to go this avenue, you may have to do a mission within the divine contract that'll be incredibly difficult in order to fix this.
Can't we just commit tax fraud as well?
No!
Guys, no. Guys,
I don't know
actually,
why Z's
if
gets
we,
to do it.
if we go into the divine contract and do this, this will make our life so much easier, which means they can't communicate, which means our simulacrums can blend in with them.
That's true, and it would be a very hard submission, but it is very possible.
I think we risk it for the biscuit. Next chance we get, we got to go into the divine contract and fix this and create fantasy IRS.
Next chance we get.
We
guys-
we are the IRS. We are the tax collectors.
Yeah, that was what Viari was as a warlock.
Yeah, Alistair's gonna say, "Look, this is incredibly annoying news. This means that frankly, I have a debt that needs to be repaid by Z's, and I don't like having chaos gods owe me things. So how about okay, next time you all go to sleep, I'm going to have to take you and not give you your long rest until after the mission, after today. But if you guys go into the divine contract, you guys can take care of this. I'll give you your long rest afterwards. Or maybe you can take a pit stop at L. But
Guys, I say we do it tonight because Viari and I still have our bonuses.
you still have your juice.
And this is going to be really hard. We're going to need all the steroids we can get, and we are pumping creatine into our asses right now, okay, guys?
I still technically have another. Yeah.
Juice.
Juiced.
I've got the 2 bardic inspiration extras.
Yep.
Al,
Use
if you
the
have any
to-
question
yeah.
suggestions for our current situation,
Well, we know
would be much appreciated.
We know they're committing tax fraud, at least on the sorcery points. They're probably not capable of doing it on any high level spells. There's a really good chance they're doing it on lower level spells. For instance, firsts and thirds, like sending and message, to cast them infinitely. If they can swap.
Message is a cantrip, but yeah.
When did you get pedantic? At the end of the day, it might be worth mentioning that. Oh, jeez. What is. Ask him his feelings on A's.
Oh, yeah, no, absolutely. What are your feelings on A's?
He watches, he like just kind of like puts his hands behind his back and starts like kicking rocks. He's like, I don't know.
You have to tell me because you have to cooperate.
I don't know. Mate.
So that's
Why
a
did
yes.
he suddenly become 8?
Look, A's is great. I would do basically anything for A's.
Even switch sides?
That's a complicated ask, and that's coming from me.
But-
I don't know how.
What do you mean by that?
I don't know how to do that.
Oh!
I'm not even saying that I would join your side, but I currently don't even know how to leave the one I'm on.
Do you want to leave them on your own?
Not necessarily. Does A's want me to?
Probably.
Deception check.
Is it really
I
deception,
mean-
though?
Yeah, I mean, I'm happily rolled deception
I
for
will
Amelia,
say,
this.
I will say that
you
Viari
need to
doesn't
tell us.
Viari doesn't necessarily know is the thing. You're kind of making an
Oh,
assumption.
okay. So that is 17 plus 18 is going to be maths.
Forgot.
Um,
I forgot that you're the god of fucking lies.
That's
Total of 35.
35. Yeah, thank you, Amelia. Much appreciated.
Well, I have a date tonight, so I guess I'll talk to them when I see them.
Right.
Right. Tell us everything else you know that's going to be valuable.
You're gonna be here a while.
Okay.
We'll get back to what you learned from that question. But keep in mind, you're leaving it up to him to decide what is valuable information. Godson.
This is just kind of outside things, but guys, because obviously we can create simulacrums of him, they can create simulacrums of V, which or of us.
Yeah.
So what we should be doing is we
Yeah.
should. Do you have contingency?
No, but I
I
can
were-
cast it with limited wish.
Okay, because what we should do is we should get some V's to cast contingency on all of our other simulacrums. So if they try to cast simulacrum on our or on us or whatever
What
happens,
does contingency do?
it's like a trigger thing. It's like
Okay.
in
It's
case
kind of like
in
a
case-
cliff of warding
It's
in a
dumb-
way.
in case of blank. So I think we should have contingencies on us. So if anyone tries to cast
Agreed.
simulacrum on us or anything, instant dispel magic or fireball something.
You cannot cast contingency with limited wish. It has a casting time of 10 minutes. You will have to use full wishes, or we do have relatively high-level wizards in the party. This is a wizard spell, and Mizium Apparatus could perform this.
I can absolutely. The next chance I get, right now I'm blindfolded walking up a stairway.
This obviously this is just outside, but just so we have this ready for next time. Obviously I'll bring it up in game as Godfrey, but I was just
100%.
wait.
All right.
Well,
you guys,
Viari is not with us right now, but anyway.
So Viari is continuing to interrogate this Z's, and your Viari, the V is currently writing down the information on it, because technically simulacrums can't learn. You guys have kind of made a set of ways so that you guys can kind of hoard information through the communication of just them repeating what they're hearing to each other and then back to Viari, but that is an important thing to note. You guys keep going. You guys keep going through this place. You go up a long sets of stairs. A's, you can't really see much. You do note that the handrail is finely decorated with almost like a leaf pattern of gold, and at the ends of them you feel what could be burning, like a flame emblazoned in gold on the ends of these leaves. Godson, you continue to sense presences maneuvering past you that are definitely not with the group as well. And Fada, do you also have blind sight or no?
No, not on the sheet.
You are holding on to Godson, and Godson just keeps on turning his head reflexively. Adamus is still quaking, Zedric is still feigning blindness, and eventually you get to a chamber. A very large chamber situated at the very top of the cathedral. You can't see in it, you can't see any details of it, but all you can hear from the sounds of the echoes of your voices, it is absolutely massive. And at the very end of this hallway, a voice reaches out to you. Whom is that which speaks? It echoes softly but audibly. Who is there to gaze upon the sun with eye? Speak.
Yeah.
Give me a second. Merely those who wish to see unclouded.
Midsummer, what a great movie. No, he does not say that, but he does go. You wish to gaze at the sun, the blinding sun, the sun which doth obscure. We must be careful of the sun. We must refract its light. Change that how it rays down upon us. For that is what my vision has given me. We were gazing into destruction, but upon teaching the ways of obfuscation, we have gained new life, a prosperous home. I have already been told you are pilgrims. You seek home. You seek safety. And is that Zedric I see, my friend? My kind friend. Pleasure to see you with all of these lovely people. Are you guiding them in the ways? Of course. Excellent. I see some other faces. You there, tall man. An interesting blindfold. Who are you? You are new in town.
I am Godson. I came seeking the divine presence of the sun and the fruit that it bears, to seek my fortune and find my happiness within these walls.
Prophet. Prophet. And by prophet, I mean Profit. That is what you seek. That is all right. You are welcome. You are welcome to seek profit within our ways. I see you've made a muck, though, of the desert.
Yes, it holds many resources that many find unusable, but I find quite interesting.
I see. And that who's I see. Ace. Yes, Ace. Many a story, many an old tale about you. Have you come to grace our hallowed home?
I simply come and go when it is my time. It is an honor to be in your presence.
Mm-hmm. There are many in this presence of mine that are currently unseen. That is all right. You show yourself when you see fit. I will house you in our walls. You may build your town on the outskirts, but it will happen under my diction as I am about to speak. Scribe! You see, you see just like a really boring looking individual. Just nondescript, very small, very far away. Whip out a pen and whip out some paper, and the pen writes itself. Make an Arcana check. Quickly, everybody.
20.
20?
15.
15?
33.
And by see, I mean you feel the presence of magic that you are familiar with. Divine, magical contract.
Of course.
I shall be placing Zedric in charge of the expansion of this town in cooperation with Godson. They must work together as one. Adamus will be in charge of the funds and the finances. And you, fair pilgrim, you will be the prophet. Our first prophet in so long. Guided by the rays of light. Guided by your pure heart.
Feda falls down to one knee, arms outstretched, and bows. I am humbled beneath your radiance.
And Ace, I would like you to be in charge of community. Make sure everybody gets along well and plays nicely with each other.
Of course.
As I have said, it is done. Invisible Viari.
Is the Pope of Z's? Z's?
Aziz, with your true sight, people, you can tell that this is not a Z's. However, what you can tell is that he's wearing this mask. And with your true sight, you can see the following. On top of it, there is an invisible creature. A fairy with dragonfly wings, covering his eyes and whispering into his ear, quietly and invisibly. And as you listen closer, you can hear everything that the Pope is saying is being said first by this entity.
Could I have one of the familiars? So like a V familiar try to invisibly, though I realize that they can probably see it, or a couple of them sneak up and attempt to plane shift the pixie out, the fairy out.
You can attempt to.
Okay.
Question: with blind sense, am I sensing this creature at all?
No, you are far too far away. Roughly
Gotcha.
120 feet away.
Oh, okay.
Within fireball distance, though.
Yeah, so VR. So you're gonna have the VRs go up and attempt to plane shift the creature.
No, they're they're familiars. So
The familiars. Okay.
which can also be invisible because they're imps.
Mm-hmm. So a few things of note happen as the familiars approach. You note as they approach within the throne itself. A set of things happen. First of all, a glyph goes off, a glyph of warding, targeting the imp, casting dispel magic. Find familiars.
What dispel magic?
Yes, a glyph of warding with dispel.
Oh,
magic.
on the. Okay, I see.
And so you had 4 of these glyphs. That is a dispel magic's a 3rd level spell. Find familiars a 1st level spell. So all of the imps as they approach, puff away.
The next.
As
4?
that happens,
Okay.
hidden guests, do not test my patience. I have allowed you to be invisible. I've allowed you to remain seen. Do you wish to perish? Be kind. You note that the little fairy on top, you note that its hands grow extremely large and into these draconic puppets
Ooh.
that snake out. Gargantuan in size. And they go right up to the Viaris. I will crush you. I will break you. I am patient. Don't take advantage of it. And the hands retract.
I've seen the stat block for this. No.
I ask you to now leave. I will see you all soon, hopefully. And Zedric, I understand you would like to have a dinner. See you tomorrow. I welcome you as guests. Honestly, it's a shorter episode. But that's where I will fucking want to end it.
Yeah.
So thank you
yeah.
all so much for watching this episode of Paperwork
Oh.
Pantheon.
Boy.
What an episode. Welcome back. We started with an amazing fight, an amazing win, and we finished with, frankly, thank God for Bloodborne music. What a
That
track.
killed me at the
You
perfect
timed
time.
that out so well.
It was great.
That was well.
I've done this like
Well
3
done.
times. It keeps
Well
happening.
done.
Oh, thank you,
Oh.
thank you. But yes, I am Offbeat Outlaw. I have been. This music's getting like way too intense. Let's just like, whoops, you're gone. Bye bye.
That was the theme to the butt touch, and as the music crescendo.
I am Offbeat Outlaw. I am your dungeon master. I use he, they pronouns. This has been Paperwork Pantheon. Please support me on Patreon. That is how I do this every week. Roger's internet service provider permitting. And how I make content that I do. And if you would like to continue to support me, please check out the Patreon. It's only $3 a month. Amelia.
Hi, my name's Amelia Som. You can still find me most places at Amelia Som or by going to links.ameliasom.com. I've been A's.
Brooklyn.
Hello, my name is Brooklyn Tuesday. You can find me on Instagram and on TikTok. And if you want to know why my reaction was so strong to that, you should go and watch Offbeat's video about where they designed that monster with their audience on stream. And then you can see why the horror makes sense. It's not good.
Hi, everybody. I am Patrick Keefe. You can find me everywhere on the internet at That Great Gentleman. I've been Feta and whatever this person who he's pretending to be's name is. And in reference to the Roger and the Prophet, in reference to the Roger Internet Service Provider, monopolies are bad, kids.
Don't do them unless it's in D&D. Speaking of monopolies, Danny.
Is it Monopoly because I'm Jewish?
No, you're making a rock monopoly.
Okay, I was like, whoa, offbeat. It's out of nowhere.
God.
You're making a monopoly in the game,
Is
Danny.
it because I'm your boss? Is it because I pay you?
Jesus Christ, Danny.
I've been Danny. Remember, kids, if you got hit points, you can die, and all y'all are commoners out there. So be careful. Stay safe.
Y'all got 4 of those.
Jeez, man.
You are perpetually the most unhinged in our party. Thank you.
Oh, agent of chaos. For sure.